All right, all right. Fine, we'll make another round Pebble. Gosh, anything to stop you guys from bugging us. So you may remember the original Pebble Time round, the first round watch that we made back in 2015. It stole my heart and many hearts in the Pebble community. It was a watch first and a smartwatch second. On your wrist, it looked like a regular watch. It was and still is the thinnest smartwatch ever made. But even though I love this watch and wore it as my primary Pebble for many years, let me be the first to acknowledge that it had some pretty glaring caveats, to say the least. The first being that it had this gigantic bezel, which we added due to a limitation of the display technology at the time. Another side effect of the smaller screen was that you just couldn't see too much of each notification on screen at a time. Oh yeah, and the battery life was just 3 days, which sounds good when compared to an Apple Watch, but didn't hold up to the week-plus battery life that other Pebbles had at the time. Okay, let's put aside the original and let me introduce you to Pebble Round 2. Wow. It is rather beautiful, if I may say so myself. It still gets me every time I look at it. So the first thing you'll notice is the gigantic color e-paper display. It now takes up the entire front face of the watch. No more bezel anymore. We did this all while maintaining the same ultra-thin design as the original Pebble Time round. Here's the second best part. The battery life, it's now 2 weeks. It's all thanks to some pretty great advances in Bluetooth chip technology over the last decade. Here's round 2, side by side with the original. The new one has a 1.3-inch diagonal display compared with 1 inch on the original. It's also higher resolution with twice as many pixels. This means that it can show a lot more on screen at a time. So let me pull up the same notification and you could see that, there's a lot more on screen, which is great. What else can I show off? Another improvement is that we've optically bonded the display to the front glass, which increases the viewing angle quite a bit. So you could see here on the right, you can't even see the screen on the original, but you could still see it on the Pebble Round 2. Oh, and you could see how we were able to make Pebble Round 2 just about as thin as the original, even with the new gigantic display. Pebble Round 2 is made from stainless steel, and it comes in 3 color options: brushed silver, matte black, and polished rose gold. The rose gold version comes with a narrow 14mm band. The matte black comes in a 20mm band, and the silver comes in either size. Other than the bandwidth and the color, all the watches are identical. Each watch will come with a silicone watch band like this, but we'll also be offering leather bands as well, like this one. If you're new to Pebble and asking yourself, why should I care about all this? What makes a Pebble a Pebble? Well, it's pretty simple. Pebbles are unlike any other smartwatch out there. They have a battery life that's measured in weeks, not days, and they have an always-on e-paper screen that reflects light rather than emits it. Oh, and they've got these great tactile buttons that you can use without even glancing down at your wrist. And it's all powered by a quirky, fun, and now open source Pebble OS. The Pebble mobile app, which is also open source, supports both iOS and Android smartphones. And you could do basic health and activity tracking like step tracking and sleep tracking, but it's not designed to be a sports watch or that kind of thing. One of my favorite parts is the Pebble App Store. It has over 15,000 apps and Watchfaces. One of the things that I love about Pebble is that basically every time I glance down at my watch, I smile. It's just a lot of fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And I think the community has created these amazing, fun, and sometimes, ridiculous watch faces and apps. It will be helpful for some folks for me to compare Round 2 with our other watch, Pebble Time 2. Just like Pebble Time 2, Round 2 has a touchscreen and dual microphones, but it doesn't have a heart rate monitor on the back like Time 2 does, and it doesn't have a speaker like Time 2 has. Pebble Time 2 is a little bit thicker, as you can see here, and of course it has a rectangular screen. If you've pre-ordered a Time 2 but would prefer to get a round, you can switch your pre-order at any time on orders.repebble.com, and you'll preserve your original place that you had in line. Now let's see how some watch faces look on Pebble Round 2. The big screen is just fantastic. These watch faces, keep in mind, are not actually created for the larger screen yet. They're scaled up versions of the original Pebble Round watch faces, but even so, they still look fantastic. Let's see that one. Now you can see that, it has a pretty fast refresh rate for an e-paper screen. And, this is written by a friend of mine and my favorite GoldenEye watch face, which I think I showed off on the original Pebble Time round. And so now it looks even more awesome on the Pebble Round 2. So that's Pebble Round 2. You can see the full spec list over here. Pebble Round 2 is just $199. You can pre-order it today on repebble.com. Or if you've placed a pre-order for a Time 2 and want to switch to a round, you can go over to orders.repebble.com to do that. We'll begin shipping Round 2 out to everyone in May. Which begs the question, why announce this now? Well, a couple reasons. One is that we wanted to give people who pre-ordered a Time 2 the opportunity to switch to a Round 2 if they wanted to before we shipped out their Time 2. Second, we wanted to give developers a chance to build or upgrade their apps or watch faces to support the new, bigger screen. And also, since all of our code is open source, it's getting increasingly hard to keep secrets from all you guys. We've been working on Round 2 now since March, and we were able to do it so easily with such a small team because it actually shares the same electrical circuit design as Pebble Time 2. The hardware is basically the same as the original Pebble Time round, and it runs open source Pebble OS, which we were able to get running on this new hardware in just a few days. Now, finally, as I've mentioned before, our goal with this new company is to create a small, sustainable, profitable enterprise that will be able to build these watches that we love and other cool gadgets long into the future. In order to do that, though, we need to find out how many people want each of the new products that we work on. If a lot of people want them, we'll make a lot. If just a few people want them, we'll make just a few. So, if you like the look of Pebble Round 2, and are interested in trying it out, then I heavily encourage you to head over to repebble.com and place a pre-order. Thanks to everyone in the Pebble community for your support of this relaunch. It's been a pretty amazing first year. Here's to the next one. Cheers, and Happy New Year.